taking space, a break is something
essential.
Is essential. What's the best way to ask for that? Because here's perhaps something I've observed. Things are getting ratcheted up internally, maybe both people, and you need space.
Yes.
You ask for space. Like, hey, I need to take a break to be able to hear this, and then the other person gets very upset because it activates their sense of abandonment.
Exactly.
And it runs countercurrent to this idea that we need to stand in the face of it, jujitsu it, et cetera. Like that, it's a pause. We're not talking about like, hey, I'm leaving for a week.
Right.
And we're not talking about I'm leaving for an hour even. It's just need to decompress this. If that's met with additional criticism about the request, that can be problematic.
Yeah, and common as mud. So here's what you do. Contract for it when the heat is not on. Listen, honey, I get flooded, and you don't want me flooded. I'm not nice. I won't be nice. I won't be skilled when I'm flooded. I need to collect myself. It's in your interest to let me go collect yourself. I have a skill for everything. And this is a skill I call responsible distance taking. Most of us take unilateral. I'm gone. No. I'm gone. Here's why, and here's when I'm coming back. It's not a rupture. It's a break. So if I have a partner who's vulnerable to abandonment, if I go, I'm gone, boom, they're chasing me. This is a good example of relational skill. If I want distance, let me take care of my partner so she'll give me distance. If I don't take care of you, I'm going to get chased. It's in my interest to behave with skill. So I say to you, when we're not flooded, let's have a contract. I get flooded. We don't like it when I get flooded. I want to take a break. Here's what it looks like. 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm back. If I'm not in control, I'll text you, I'll call you and say, I need another. I'll negotiate with you, but I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to be irresponsible. It's not unilateral, and it's not forever. I will be back. What do you need in order to be calm enough to let me go? And 9 out of 10 times it's like, this contract is fine. Remind me of the contract. I'm taking a time out so I can be with you. 20 minutes, I'll be back. Here's why, here's when I'm coming back. Okay, no abandonment. Leave those steps out, you get abandonment. So it's a really good example of how using relational skills in your interest.
That's very helpful. Thank you. I also realize that how resourced one shows up to interactions like this is a big part of it. I mean, if you're sleep deprived, overworked, I mean, you've got stuff coming at you from other angles, kid has been up all night, financial issues, if the well is low, access to these skills becomes infinitely harder.
And I don't believe in pleading special circumstances. This shit is relentless. You don't get a pass. I don't care if you're up all night with the kids. Be immature, be unskilled. I can understand why you would be. And brother, you'll pay the price. So yeah, I get it. You're sleep deprived. It's harder to be mature. And when you behave immaturely, this is the crap you're going to wind up with. It's instant karma. So the beauty in this is remembering it's in my interest to behave artfully. It's not for them. And one of my sons is in residency right now, and he's out of his mind, and he's sleep deprived. And so we don't hear from him for, a week. And his mom calls. I'm worried about you. I've been calling. You don't text. I'm worried you're like dead on the street. I know I'm crazy, but I'm worried about you. He says, I called, and you weren't there. And I said, well, did you leave a message? No. I said, well, why didn't you leave a message? You don't understand what it's like. I didn't have it in me. Okay, listen, pal. Leave a 10-second message. I'm alive. I'm fine. don't worry about me, you'll wind up having less to deal with if you put 10 seconds into it than if you don't put the 10 seconds into it. And then you've got mom on the phone talking to you for 20 minutes about, why can't you be more responsible? It's up to you, but it's an investment in your future, your well-being. It's what the prefrontal cortex knows that the limbic system doesn't is it's in my interest to behave well because I'll get less shit for it.
I don't mean to jump into family matters, but having come from the not medical but science profession, your son had some overlap with places I've been and people we know. I don't know him, but I'm about to advocate for him here. I suspect, maybe ask him, I suspect that could be wrong, but part of the reason he didn't leave a message is when you get, like your son got 3 degrees from an elite university. He is doing his residency in medicine. He's clearly a high achiever.
Yes.
And he's involved in other things as well.
Yes.
The 10-second message is very hard for a high achiever. It's like you either do things really well or you don't do them. And this is, I'm probably just projecting myself into this here.
No, you're
Sometimes
right.
the reason I don't respond to things is I'm like, I can't do it well, so I'm not going to do it at all. They told us that. If you're not going to do something well, don't do it. How you do one thing. And it turns out it's so silly, right? Because not doing it for 10 seconds is clearly way worse than doing it 10 seconds becomes perfect under the circumstances. But high achievers don't hear that.
Yeah.
So here I am advocating for your son. I don't even really know him.
Alexander, are you listening?
But I'm going to, and I don't do it because I want to bail him out. I think everything you're saying is spot on. What I felt in that example, I'm like, oh gosh, like I can't help but understand. I know that feeling. You want to do it so badly, but you don't want to do it poorly. So you don't do it.
Yeah, but that's not relational.
Sure.
And medicine is saturated with patriarchy. This is all, the hazing that goes on. This is all masculinity. It's just like boot camp for the Marines. And this notion that you either do it excellently or you don't do it all is it deprives us of being human beings with each other. It really gets in the way. So, yeah, you're right. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. And also take a step back. What is in my interest? A 10-second message or a 20-minute conversation? I'm busy. What do I want to do here? And this is how we have to start thinking. We're not individuals. That's the great fallacy. We're living in a context. Mm-hmm. Our relationships are our biospheres. We're not separated from them. We're in them. And it's in my interest to do what the biosphere needs because I'm inside it. That's the new news. That's my message to the world. The great mistake this culture has made, the father of family therapy, Gregory Bateson, an anthropologist married to Margaret Mead, genius man, called it humankind's epistemological, philosophical mistake, that we stand outside of nature. I get these big burly guys. I deal with tough guys. I get these burly. Why should I have to work so hard to please my wife? I go, knock, knock. You live with her. It's like we have lost the wisdom of ecology. You're in this together. Indigenous people around the world understand this. We don't. We're not above nature dominating it. And for traditional women, we're not below nature upregulating it, enabling code. No, we're in it. It's in my interest to do what the biosphere needs because I'm breathing it. This is a whole new world for most of the people that I work with. And by the way, this to me is the essence of the new masculinity.
To understand life as a human as relational.
Relational
first.
And ecological. Mm-hmm. I'm not above it. I'm in it. And I'm a steward of it. It's in my interest to give to my biosphere. That is wisdom.